The year was 1976. Rick Barry and the Golden State Warriors had just come off their first NBA championship since 1956. Rick Barry was the best player, and the Warriors were the best team. They rolled through the regular season with a 59-23 record, best in the NBA. They were expected to go back to the NBA championship and maybe just go back-to-back. Their conference finals opponent were the upstart Phoenix Suns, who went just 42-40. They traded the first 6 games, and the deciding Game 7 was a home game for Golden State. It was one of the weirdest games in sports history.
They thought it was a nice little exciting team. So that Game 7 probably changed the Suns' history forever.
In the first 2 minutes of the game, Rick Barry and Suns player Ricky Sobers got into a fight. You'll notice here that Barry's teammates don't exactly back him up.
I shot him a little bow just to keep him at bay a little bit. Rick did not like that.
The thing that I remember about it, when it started, none of his teammates came over to help him out. And so I think he got upset that his teammate didn't come to help him. But Ricky, I thought, got him out of Game 7. He really frustrated him a lot in Game 7.
The way the story goes, Barry reviewed the tape at halftime, saw that none of his teammates helped him out, and decided that he wasn't going to shoot for the rest of the game, despite being their best player.
Barry's on the left flank, Bill Smith and all.
If Barry didn't come into halftime with the explicit idea that he wasn't going to shoot, he did with this play. He calls for the ball, he doesn't get it, and his team misses the shot.
And here is Smith dropping it off to Jamal Wilkes, and Wilkes rims the hoop and out.
What follows is every time Rick Barry touched the ball in the second half.
The ball over. Golden State had 2 opportunities to capitalize on one of them, but Phoenix is just not going to give up. They're going to work this whole ball game.
Now elects to shut it off as the Suns retreat nicely from offense to defense. Driving shot. Here is Jamal Wilkes taking the ball down low against Erickson. Jamal Wilkes.
They had the mismatch down again with Wilkes underneath.
Charles Johnson is rejected beautifully. Up court pass to Ricky Sobers, moving in on Rick Barry. Sobers.
Shooters are just coming off taking wide open shots. You've got to put a little pressure on them. It's much too easy.
Jamal Wilkes turns, missed it. The 7th game of the Western Finals here. Rick Barry has come out of the game now for the Golden State Warriors. Now he's going to come back in, apparently, just taking the last minute. He looks tired today. He's going to come back in. The other 4 men were out on the floor, and Barry's the last to join them. Rebound is Dickey. Joe Gashill on top of the play. Dennis Autry getting set to come in. Barry looks, goes to Phil Smith, driving inside. Smith puts it up, can't get it to go.
At the beginning of the fourth quarter, the coach took Rick Barry out. The Warriors went on a run and actually took the lead with their best player sitting on the bench.
Take back to lead. 68-67 is the score. Phoenix by 1 point. 10:50 to go in the fourth quarter. Charles Johnson pulls up, fires, and the Warriors have the lead.
When Rick Barry returned to the game, he continued playing like Russell Westbrook, 1 assist away from a triple-double.
Rick Barry gets it down low to Phil Smith. Shooting, Smith can't make it go. Elvin Adams.
With just a few minutes left and the Warriors' life on the line, Barry decided that he would start trying again. But it was too little, too late.
Rick Barry, so he can do something in here.
And precisely what they did when he can't make it go. This Phoenix team and their team a year ago, a young team that really put it all together in one fast season. Big play by George Johnson.
Just that little bit of penetration that the Suns is getting is really hurting the Warriors' defense.
Barry comes right back down and drills it for the Warriors. The captain of the Warriors, Rick Barry, back all season long. Offensive foul is called on Sobers, but the time clock is very much a factor now. A 12-point lead with 1:35 to go, and so the king is dead. We don't know who the new king's going to be till after the championship series, but Golden State is going out now. They could very well come back and win it all next year, but they'll not repeat this year as the Warriors are down by 10 points with 1:25 to go.
The Suns advanced to the championship, but then lost in 6 games to the Boston Celtics. We'll never know what would have happened if Rick Barry had tried.
And look at the fans here in the Boston Garden.